Hi students, coming to the next subject, database management system. So let us see the introduction part of the database management system. So actually this database management system stands, DBMS stands as database management system. So DBMS, D means database management system. So we can break this like database plus management system. So this is a two-word, database and management system. So a database is nothing but it is a collection of data. So database is a collection of data. Then what about the management system? Management system is a set of programs. Management system is a set of programs to store and retrieve those data that is present in the database. So this is a combination of the database management system. So as a simple word, a database management system is nothing but it is a collection of data which performs set of operations like retrieving data, storing data, like that. So management system is a set of programs that store and retrieve those data. So based on this, we can define. So now I'm writing the definition of database management system. So based on this, I can say DBMS is a collection of data and set of programs to access and store those data in an easy and efficient manner. So this is the definition of the formal definition of the database management system. So it is a collection of data. So the name itself is indicating. So database, it is a collection of data, and management system is a set of programs to access and store those data in an easy and efficient manner. So you can also say database management system is a software which is used to manage the database. So to manage database, we need a software. That software you call it as a database management system. So examples for this database management system, the softwares are MySQL, Oracle, etc. So these are the popular commercial database management system software used in different applications. So this is the formal definitions of the database management system. So DBMS is nothing but it is a collection of data and a set of programs to access and stores or retrieve the data in an easy and efficient manner. We call it as a database management system. And it can also say it is a software which can manage the database. So these are some examples that are used in different applications. Now let us see what is the purpose of using the database. So why we are going for database? What is the need of using the database system? Purpose of database system. So why we are going for database system? For storing the data. So actually in earlier days, a database application stored in a file system. So previously data is stored in files. So already we know that the data is stored in files, but instead of using the files, why we are going for the database system? Because this file system is having some drawbacks. So if you know the drawbacks of the file system, then you will know the purpose of the database system. So the drawbacks of using file system to store data are: first one, the data redundancy problem and inconsistency. So this is the first drawback in file system. So data redundancy and inconsistency means, data redundancy means here the duplication of information in different files. So in different files some different duplications will be there, and also multiple file formats will be there. So that is the data redundancy and inconsistency. Let me write: multiple file formats will be there, so that the data will becomes inconsistent to access and retrieve. Multiple file formats and duplication of information in different files. So that is one of the drawback in file system. And next, difficulty in accessing data. So to access data in file system is somewhat difficult. Why it is difficult? Why it is difficult to access the data in file system? Because sometimes it need to write a new programs to carry out each new task. So in that cases, the file system is difficult to access the data. Next, data isolation. The another problem in using the file system is data isolation. So here the data isolation means it will use a multiple files and formats. Next, it's having the data security problem. Data security. So when if you store the data in files, retrieving and storing the data is somewhat some security problem issues will be arise in file system, and transaction problems will be there. Transaction problems. If you want to transfer the data from one source to another means source to destination, if you want to retrieve the files, so some transaction problems will occur in the file system. So these are all the different drawbacks in the file system. Okay, so the DBMS database system offer solutions to all these problems. So that's why we are preferring the purpose of the database system